So we're in section 5.6. We just did the odd problems. We're going to go over those in a second. I want to do it one more time, quick little review together about what we're talking with these transformations. Okay. Let's start by talking about, oops, I don't like green. Let's go with vertical and horizontal. The first transformation we learned was a slide or a translation. For it to be vertical, we just take our function, whatever it is, and we add a number to it or subtract a number to it. If we add it, we're going up. If we subtract it, we're going down. The other type of slide or transformation was if we took a function and on the inside of the parentheses, we added a number or subtracted a number. However, every time something's on the inside, it's kind of opposite of what we expect. For example, if we were adding something, we would expect it to go to the right, but it actually goes left. Just like if we're subtracting something, we'd expect it to go left, but it actually goes right. I think everybody's comfortable with those. Yes? Okay, the second type of transformation we learned about was a dilation. I don't know if I spelled that right. Anybody? Dilation, yeah. Okay. And on a dilation, okay, there was vertical if it was outside. C times some function. Okay. But if it was on the inside of the function, it was horizontal. Now, here's the other thing that's kind of weird about this is when our number is greater than 1, when our value is greater than 1, when it's vertical, that's a stretch. And when our number is between 0 and 1, it was a shrink. However, on the other side, again, when things are horizontal, it's kind of opposite what we think. So if the number is greater than 1, it's a shrink. But if it's a fraction or decimal, it is a stretch. Cool? Questions? All right. So those are the two types. The last one is a reflection. And it's a reflection about the axis. So if it's a negative on the outside, it's a vertical reflection. If it's a negative on the inside, it's a horizontal reflection. Okay. Yes? All right. Let's look at the problems we did. And we're doing the odds here. Okay, we're doing the odds. So I want to use red here to identify my transformations. Starting here, that is on the outside, so that's a slide up 2. And then this one is on the inside, so it's horizontal. It's greater than 1, which makes it a shrink. So it's a horizontal shrink. Cool. So this bad boy is going to move up 2. And it's going to get much horizontal shrink. It's going to get much skinnier. Cool. Questions? How many people got that one right by show of hands? All right, so all of you people don't have your hand up. What's your question?
What? I don't have a question, but I understand.
You do understand what you got wrong? That's good.
I did go up, please.
Right here.
I went left.
That's this. There's no parenthesis around it. So since there's no parenthesis around it, excuse me, it's a vertical shift. It's got to be inside a parenthesis for it to be horizontal. Let's go to number 3. Now, as we look at number 3, and I see this +5. See that +5? Is that inside a set of parentheses or outside? It's inside, so that's a horizontal shift. Okay? It's a horizontal shift, and it's going to go left 5 units. So this vertex right here is going to go left 5 units, and it's going to be sitting down here. This point right here is going to go left 5 units, and it's going to be sitting right here. This point right here is going to go left 5 units and be sitting right there. Every point moves left 5. Now, that's just the first, because I also have, now what? A negative. Inside or outside the parentheses? Outside, which makes it a vertical reflection. Vertical reflection. So, for example, let's go back to this point. It moves 5 units to the right, and then it gets reflected across the x-axis. This point moves 5 units to the left, and then it gets reflected across the x-axis. This point right here moves 5 units to the right, and then gets reflected across the x-axis. This point right here moves 5 units to the left and gets reflected across the x-axis. So we end up with that parabola. Does that make sense? How many people got that one right? Doing better. Doing better. Number 5. No parentheses here. No junk either. So I can see quickly that's going to go down 8. And it's going to have a vertical stretch of 2. Okay, so it's going to go down 8. So this vertex right here is going to go down 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This point is going to go down 8, but then it's going to get stretched. It's right now, it's up 1 over 1, right? It's going to get stretched to up 2 over 1. So it's going to be there. So it's going to be a lot skinnier. How many people got that one right? Ooh, not many, huh? Question? Yes, sir.
So why did you work the problem out? I know it's only defined, but I didn't know why. You worked out some of the other ones.
Because there was no junk. That literally, that's why. Because there's no junk, I could work it out and I could put it, but it's going to end up being how did you work it out? What'd you get? You pull out a 2?
Yeah.
And there's still no junk.
Right.
It really has to do with the fact that there's no junk there.
All right.
Okay. Let's go to the next page. Number 7. Again, if I look at number 7, there's no junk, right? So since there's no junk, I can see it's a vertical slide. Oops. It's going to go up 3. And then it's going to be a vertical shrink of 1/3. So this point right here is going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3. And then this point is going to go up 3, 1, 2, 3. But then it's going to get shrunk to a third its size. So it's going to be a lot fatter. Okay. How many people got that one? Are you understanding now? Yes? No? Maybe? All right. Number 9. Number 9. I see this 3. It's on the inside, which makes it a horizontal shift. It's going to go right 3. And then this is on the outside. So since it's on the outside, it makes it vertical. It's going to stretch 2. So it's going to go right 3. It's going to go right 3. It's going to go right 3, but then it's going to stretch to 2. So it'll be there and there. How many people got that one? Now, last one, number 11. Oh, there's junk. There's junk. Since there's junk, I need to change this thing to vertex form. So I need to complete the square. X squared minus 2x space minus 5. Negative 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 squared is 1. So plus 1 minus 1. This becomes x minus 1. Quantity squared minus 6. Now that it's in vertex form, I can see my transformations. It's going to go down 6 and right 1. Down 6. So let's take this point. It's going to go down 6, right 1. Let's take this point. It's going to go down 6, right 1. Let's take this point. It's going to go down 6, right 1. This point, down 6, right 1. This point, down 6, right 1. How many people got that one? So there you are. That is your transformations. Now, I know that section's kind of quick, but I hope that you got a good grasp of that. We will be testing on Unit 5 next week. I feel a quiz coming on for Monday. Ooh.